Maybe we'll pull off a super close-up for a little while. Oh, sorry, I thought I saw a little delay there. Well, CPU usage is pretty high right now. 43, 46, 22. Weird. I wonder if Norton's trying to do an update. That would be just like him. Ooh, these numbers are very small with not a lot of depth to its little number well. Kind of hard to try to keep a running commentary while I'm just kind of repeating the same thing over and over again. Right now I am painting numbers with a paintbrush. I am using red paint. Let's try this little fine brush. See the difference there. Yeah, I'm gonna skip this song. Okay, for these finer numbers, the littler brush seems to be pretty good. It's not holding much paint, but I wonder what can I use to really get in there and not kill all the paint than just using this paper towel. Well, maybe just being careful. Okay. This is the 12-sided die, 12-sided die. Paint the number 6. Boy, I'm starting to wonder how useful streaming on Sunday morning is going to be to me. Where is... Oh, there we go. I got too many audio sources. Ah, Rose, good morning. Good morning. Thank you for jumping in. You were the first person that's come in this morning. I am painting Math Rocks, and I am also doing my first stream with my new microphone. And I have no idea how it sounds. For some reason, I can't get my earbuds to work as a monitor for the stream. Like I can hear the music, but I can't hear my voice through there. And I actually had to completely click-clacks totally. I had to totally shut down the stream because for some reason I was getting crazy feedback as well. So I haven't heard any feedback since I restarted, though. Sometimes with OBS, it's all you can do is restart. But I hope I'm coming through okay. Levels look good, but I have no idea about background noise or distortion or anything. Don't know. While I am painting this, I also have my YouTube camera going kind of to my left because I'm making a video about making these purple dice. I wanted to do one on making the blue ones, these guys, but they're just not coming out good on camera. You can't really see them. So these actually came out better than the purple ones, but you know what you gonna do. I'm a slave to my cameras, I guess. So what I'm doing is I'm just kind of working my way. I'm kind of painting one number on one die and setting it aside. I got like the ones that are painted already kind of up here, these guys, and then I'm just moving on, and then once I get through the whole set, I'll go back to the first one and flip it and I'll flip it and then paint a different number. And then I can already tell, like, this 3, now that the paint's kind of drying, it's looking a little thin. Oop. So I might have to go back and do a second coat, which, nightmare. One thing I didn't consider when I decided to paint these is how long it was going to take. Because you figure I got 7 dice here. Is it 7 or 6? Yeah, 7. And each one has up to 20 sides. So, and like even the 4, each facing has 3 numbers on it. So this is a lot of numbers. I set up yesterday alerts. I don't. They seem to work when I was testing them through Stream Elements, or no, I guess that was through Twitch is where the alerts are from. But until someone follows or I get a raid, we won't really know for sure. Bug Boy was a bad boy, offered to make me some emotes, channel specific emotes, and I just kind of sent him some stuff. But I'm hoping to use whatever he gets back to me on with that as kind of an animated transition or an animated kind of thing to go along with the alerts. So when someone raids in or follows, hopefully we'll get a little animation and a sound effect, things like that. Don't know how that's all going to play out though. Alright, I'm going to switch to the thinner brush for the 20-sided dice here. Maybe we'll go back to close-up cam for a little while. I keep saying dice even though I know the word is die. I know a single dice is die. And yet I keep saying the wrong word. Okay, this is the 18 on the 20-sided die. Oh, this is so small. Boy, I can hardly see it. And I'm wearing 2.5 times magnification glasses right now, and I'm still having trouble seeing it. Part of it is the light. I'm getting, like, anytime I move my head just a little bit, the way the light is reflecting off the die, which is real smooth, changes. So like, not only do I have to hold my hands real steady, but I have to keep my head real steady as well, which um, is hard because I'm having trouble seeing it at the best the best angle. So my mind keeps trying to like turn my head to see better. Okay, so like once I start concentrating on the actual painting, I forget to concentrate on not moving my head, if that makes sense. Okay, no, this came out pretty good. There we go. 18. There we go. So luckily I figured out with the four-sided, because it's a pyramid shape and I need it to be flat so that I can paint and the won't run down. I'm going to use the actual mold as a holder for it. I did that on the test, and that seemed to work pretty good. So we're gonna keep rolling with that. Our lips I see you. Mm-hmm. Trying to hold this at an angle where my hand isn't blocking too badly. So many things to try to keep track of. Not really sure Pink Floyd is the vibe I'm going for this morning. I think I'm going to edit my playlist a little bit and get, like, what I did was I created an 80s playlist and then I just dumped a bunch of other stuff in it. Because that's where the bulk of the music was. So that would make it to be like the long playlist, kind of. But I think what I actually need is an 80s playlist that's just 80s music. Like, I know this is 70s. There's got to be a better way than using this little piece of paper towel. Hey, Craft, guess what I got? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't notice you. What did you get? A 5,000 pound bow? So you can really, really bring it to the bad guys. Guess what you got? You got a resin dice mold. You got a puppy. You got mail. Stupid. You got mail. Okay. Okay. That's one side done on every die. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to the first one I did. And the the numbers on this are quite a bit bigger, so I'm going to switch back to the bigger brush. Another puppy would be nice. Yeah. I would love to have a puppy. They are the best. The problem is they don't stay puppies forever. It's like kittens. Kittens are the best, but then they're before you know it, they're just big a-hole cats. Meow. Feed me. Meow. A once in a blue moon Hershey's. A once in a blue moon Hershey's. Is that like a special kind of chocolate, or is that like you only let yourself have chocolate once in a blue moon, or let yourself have Hershey's once in a blue moon? I had some Hershey's Special Dark yesterday. I was looking for a little snack, and I had already had a snack, so I wanted to get something that wasn't going to kill my dinner further. AKA, I don't buy one. Yeah, cool. Well, yum. I went to the Hershey factory in Hershey, Pennsylvania, a gazillion years ago. They have an amusement park there, but it was closed because it was the winter. But I did take the tour of the Hershey chocolate factory, which was a total jip. Like it was a staged factory, you know, like it was like a ride at Disneyland where everything was completely phony. Like you don't actually get to see anything, and what you did get to see was kind of like what their factory looked like 20 years before that. You know, they hadn't updated it. But at the end of the little tour, and actually had a little car that you can roll around on, was the Hershey gift shop. And in that gift shop, they were selling freshly minted chocolate that was still warm. It was in the wrapper, but it had just come off the production floor. So I had like the freshest of the fresh Hershey's chocolate, and it was good. I'm not gonna lie, it was really good. Could you shrink Nala? Well, you could, but it would still. You'd also have to put it in the Wayback Machine so that it had the attitude. I'm not sure Nala. Until so she was more puppy-like because part of the puppy thing is the puppy attitude. You know, that kind of fearless, ultimate love, ultimate energy. Not that dogs aren't pretty much fearless anyway all the time, but puppies especially are fearless until they're not, and they're like, "Oh, save me." I've only ever had one dog. I had a German Shepherd. Her name was Moneypenny. She was my great friend for many years, and I've pretty much decided that was my one dog for my life, because I just can't imagine having another dog that isn't her, you know. It's kind of silly. Oh, I'm still on selfie cam. Sorry. I just did the 8 on the 8-sided. Oh, well, that's good. Still has that attitude. How old is she now? Okay, this is probably enough footage of me painting. I'm going to turn the YouTube camera off. Can't quite see it. There we go. I don't need 3 hours of footage for what's going to be a 20 seconds of that YouTube video. Dad kept saying to her, "We go for a walk." "We go for a walk?" You could tell from the bark that she was saying, "Then why the fuck aren't we going yet?" Yeah, right. I used to tell Moneypenny I'd look at her, and I didn't realize it right away, but I would always, I would say, "Do you want to go outside? Do you want to go outside?" And she was one of these dogs that once she got her tail wagging, her whole body, you know. And so I realized I was starting to give that same body language to her. I'd go, "You want to go outside? You want to go outside?" You know, just like I was full body wagging myself. And then so you know how dogs are. Well, just how any animal you train. I really stopped having to even say it. I just go, you know, I'm kind of under exaggerating because the camera's tight, but it was a big. I'd go like that, and she'd jump up and start doing the same thing. Oh, it was so funny. It was a good party trick. 7 next February. In the prime. In the prime. That's wonderful. I'm sure I've seen in chat over the years what kind of dog she is, but I don't remember. Here we go. Coral. Good late evening or good pretty evening-ish. Hey, you know how I always talk about having a rolling sleep schedule? Mm-hmm. Been dumnal, diurnal, sorry, for a bit. And now, good morning. You just woke up. What did we figure out? You're 13 hours ahead of me, so it's, let's see, to like 11:20 in the PM. What I used to consider early evening, now what I consider, if I'm still up, there's going to be problems tomorrow. I tend to go to bed around 9:30 p.m., but I get up, you know, at 5 a.m. So it is early to go to bed, but I'm also early up. So it's not like I'm getting any extra sleep for going to bed early. Oh, Coral, I'm using my new microphone. How do I sound? For some reason, I still can't get my headphones to work as monitors, so I can't actually hear my own voice. I put some simple kind of filtering on it, just kind of stuff that you'd probably want anyway. But I don't really know how that was or how that is. I'm going to have to look back at the VOD. I didn't want to delay streaming this morning to do proper testing. Because one, that would make more sense than I am known for, and then two, I could have gone down a, a rabbit hole and completely run out of time. So I just decided to plug and play, put on a couple quick filters, make sure the make sure the whatever the peaks and the valleys looked about right, and just went ahead and went. I actually started stream that I had to cancel because all of a sudden I was getting crazy feedback, and I don't know where it was coming from, or why I was getting feedback. But a reboot was the only thing I could think of to stop it, and it worked. So hopefully I don't run into that problem again. I probably should have, after I did all that stuff, um, rebooted anyway, just to kind of get everything back to zero after playing with so many settings and things. Sorry, I'm kind of heads down. I'm kind of trying to concentrate on this painting as well. I'm not having a great go of it. It's the 3 I just painted. Yeah, it's turning out to be a lot more work than I had originally expected. Um, you sound decent, no flaws detected, and balance is good. So I have a bad news sandwich. More like good news, bad news, and good news, and bad news. So it's like a double decker. I had a double decker cheeseburger yesterday from a wonderful, wonderful cheeseburger establishment known as In-N-Out Burger. And they pride themselves on getting you in and out of there fast. And so they have a very limited menu. So if you didn't want a cheeseburger, you probably don't want to go there. I really like their fries. They cut the potatoes and then drop them into the fryer, so they're super fresh. Most places use frozen fries, which in the end kind of leads to crispier, or chips, as they say in other places, but fries here, French fries. It leads to crispier fries, which most people prefer, but not me. I'm just painting the 20 on the 20 sided. That stupid light is doing that thing where it's turning itself off again. I'm really hoping to finish painting these on the stream today. If I don't, I'm going to finish them off stream because I am ready to move on. I took apart that sewing machine last week, and I think I'm about ready to go on a build for that. So I put this light back on. Stupid thing. I don't know why it turns itself off. Plenty of battery. There we go, 20. Good news number one is really good news. I have disability support workers coming in the morning, 2 back to back to cover me all day from now. Wow. So it's like going from 0 to 1,000, or 0 to 100 anyway. So that's good. That's good. I guess your application process went at least good enough. I'm gonna have to find a picture of my dog Money Penny. I've noticed that I've been talking about her more on stream. I should have a picture so I can show people when it comes up. A lot of dog people out there, which evidenced by trying to find a vet locally, a veterinarian. It's just all dog veterinarians. The only cats only veterinarian I found is probably a 100-mile drive from here. Maybe not 100, maybe 75. It's a long drive though, like 100 kilometers, something like that. Bad news is I got the gut punch realization quite recently that I am heavily underweight and fairly malnourished. I'd seen the signs, but it still snuck up on me and got bad. Malnourished. I did think you looked rather thin, but I'm pretty thin and narrow myself, so I don't make assumptions like that. I just think everyone kind of looks like that unless they don't, because I'm used to looking at myself. I'm 6'5" and 6'5" and a half, and I've been as low as 180 pounds. But malnourishment doesn't necessarily indicate too skinny or anything like that. It means you need more vitamins and more proteins and more carbohydrates. Um, are you well? So you came across the realization, or have you? I'm sure you're already making a plan. Um, it's not like you to just let something sit. I don't think. I I have a really weird kind of way that I eat. I'll tend to skip any kind of breakfast and have a very light lunch and then a fairly large dinner and then a dessert, you know. So it's like A lot of times my energy during the day is very low because I don't have enough food, during the day.